We have our very own Max Weinberg and his Max Weinberg 7. Max!
Conan!
Thank you, Andy. How are you? I'm good. This was, you got to admit, I know that you're not a news freak, but even you can't deny this was a big week for President Clinton.
It was a big week, yes, for President Clinton, but what scintillating TV viewing that whole thing was.
It was pretty amazing, yeah.
Subsection A of part, oh, God.
Yeah. No, they should have just had, like, dancing girls come in, like, every 45 minutes.
Yeah.
La, 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 la. Hey, I'm up again.
You know, special guest star B. Arthur. You know, just, would that be so bad?
That wouldn't help.
Come on.
B. Arthur come in.
That'd be great.
All right. I guess you're right.
I think it would be great.
No, this was a huge week, though, for President Clinton. While he was facing down Saddam Hussein and preparing for an economic mission to Asia, the following things happened. Paula Jones accepted an $850,000 settlement. The Lewinsky trip tapes were released, and the House impeachment hearings kicked off with Ken Starr's testimony. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
All in just a couple of days. Well, folks, we've been on top of this whole story from the beginning, unlike the rest of the media, which has largely ignored it.
Absolutely.
And we have more for you now in our continuing coverage of the President in Crisis. I don't even want to know how he's involved.
You know, I do.
Later. All right, now we've got an exclusive here at the moment. We're going to go out and find what the man at the center of it all has to say. Here he is, via satellite from Asia, President Bill Clinton. Let's get him in here.
How you doing, everybody? Coming to you from Japan. Coming to you direct from Japan.
It's very, it's very good to see you, Mr. President.
Or as we say here in Japan, our ni hao. We
right.
are Japanese, if you please.
All right, now settle down here, sir.
All righty.
We all know you're in Japan. All right, now I understand that you had a town hall type meeting. This happened yesterday, and it's in all the papers. You had a town hall type meeting,
right,
and a Japanese woman surprised you with a question about the Lewinsky affair.
That's right. That's right.
She surprised me. She actually asked you how you apologized to Hillary and Chelsea.
That's right, and I told her I did it in a very direct and straightforward manner.
That's right. That was your quote. Yeah.
And the Japanese lady seemed happy with that and said arigato, which means thank you in Japanese. So to her arigato, I replied, Mr. Roboto.
I see.
Yeah. Realizing she wasn't a Styx fan, I went on to say, Kashiwa Moshi Oshitashi.
Which means?
Me, you, go my room, hump long time spinach.
Spinach?
Don't ask me.
All right. Now let's talk about these things in order, okay? First of all, last weekend, Paula Jones agreed to settle the case for $850,000. Sir, where are you going to get that kind of money?
Well, no problem, man. I mean, if one appearance by my Willie is worth $850,000, man, think about it. I could go on tour, baby. I could go on tour, whip that sucker out 9 shows a week, matinee on Sunday.
Yeah, but, sir.
That's real money plus concessions, T-shirts, man.
Sir.
Let me do the math. 9 times 8 is carry the 3,
Sir,
okay.
Sir,
What?
Sir, it is you who has to pay.
What?
Yeah. You're not getting $850,000 for showing your Willie. You have to pay $850,000.
Let me do that math.
You're not.
All right.
You're not doing any math. You're making a dumb noise. Now. All right. Now, sir.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry?
I let you down.
Well, let's get into
For
this.
that, I am contrite.
Yeah, that's... I like your contrite face. We all do. Let's talk, though. Let's talk about a serious matter. Let's talk about the Lewinsky trip tapes that came out this week. Everybody was listening to them. Any surprises in there for you?
Well, yeah, man, big surprises. I mean, I'd gotten off on Monica's voice before, but Linda Tripp's voice was a whole new ride, man.
Sir, really?
I'm serious, man. She's stern and husky, kind of like Kathleen Turner meets Telly Savalas.
All right, sir.
Conan, she's the daddy I never had.
Oh. All right, let's move on. Okay. Stop it, sir.
All right.
All right. You're okay now. Let's talk about Monica Lewinsky, all right? Now, she's been hanging around New York for a couple of weeks now. There have been pictures of her in the paper. They say she's gained something like 55 pounds this year since the scandal broke.
Man, that breaks my heart that Monica waited till we were through to put on all that sweet weight. She's through.
Wait a minute. Mr. President, what are you talking about?
Oh, Conan, man, come on. Let's face it, I'm a die-hard chubby chaser. I mean, the wife always have been. All the way through. I mean, Andy, I'm with you on B. Arthur, baby. Now, let's take...
Glad he was listening to that part of the show.
Well, what I was in Japan, but I'm the president. Here's everything.
Yeah.
Oprah.
Really?
Let's talk about Oprah, for example.
Uh-huh.
All right? Mm-hmm. While I fix my damn mouth.
Okay. Don't know what you're talking about,
there
sir.
There we go. See, I'm a chubby chaser, man. Oprah, for example. I liked her at first when she was heavy, man. And that third time when she got chunky again. And then Oprah number 5, too. I like them odd-numbered Oprahs.
Yeah. Well, they're the good ones. Yeah. All right. Now, sir, Monica Lewinsky has a book deal now.
Right.
And she's going to do a Barbara Walters interview.
Right.
Aren't you worried?
Oh, yeah. Ooh. I'm worried that all kinds of embarrassing details are going to come out. Oh, yeah. Look at me. I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
Oh, part of you shaking, yeah. Well, sir.
Surprise!
What the hell happened? Knock it off. Now, sir, I know that most of the embarrassing stuff's already come out, but even in these tapes that we just heard, there were new embarrassing things like Monica's nicknames for you.
Right.
She called you Butthead, and then one I never heard before, Boo Boo, was the nickname she had for you.
Boo Boo, well, yeah, that was part of our Yogi Bear fantasy, man. See, we used to call oral sex visiting Jellystone Park.
All right, let's move on quickly. Now, sir, let's talk about Ken Starr's testimony yesterday.
Yeah.
The man spoke for 12 hours.
Man, I watched that. That dude is boring, baby. Man, he is Al Gore boring. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I strongly disagree.
Ladies and gentlemen, of course, it's Ken Starr has come in here to say something. Go ahead,
Well,
Mr. Starr.
what the president said is an unfair characterization. And now, while I'm here, I'd like to elaborate on a few of the more exciting points I made yesterday. Number 4, subparagraph B, regarding the authority of the independent
Boring!
The independent counsel is charged with investigating potential
Next stop, Snoozeville!
abuses of power in the executive branch. Good Lord, my own voice is boring me. I'm droning on and on, getting sleepier as a...
I guess Ken Starr just put himself to sleep.
Man, that guy don't get it, do he?
No. Well, sir, Mr. Starr is gone. Is there anything that you want to say to Ken Starr as a way of rebuttal? Get the last word in.
There's something I'd like to say to Ken Starr. There's something I wrote for him. See, since I'm in Japan, I'm going to say it karaoke style. Starr thinks he's important because it testifies. He thinks if he can just impeach me, I'll just step aside. But he's jealous, don't you see? He don't get laid as much as me. And I'll survive. I will survive. So down I go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now. Cause you're a four-eyed nerdy boy. Weren't you the one who spent like 40 million bucks to try to get me out of office just because my marriage sucks? Oh, no, no. I'm gonna survive.
All right, I'm deeply disappointed in the man, but we're going to take a break. When we come back, Shirley's Theron